From the twilight of the gods to the twilight of history, we find ourselves in the realm of the Norse gods. These aren't characters found only within the pages of old books or the frames of classic films. They're echoes of ancient beliefs that once reverberated across Europe. But what if their saga went far beyond the tales we know? What if there are secrets from forgotten battles that still hold power over our world? In today's journey, we're not just going to retell these myths. We're going to dive deep, uncovering meanings and messages they hold even today. Join us as we count down 5 forgotten battles that shook the 9 realms. Each tale is a thread in the grand tapestry of Norse mythology, and together they form a picture of courage, sacrifice, and the unending struggle between order and chaos. So let's start our countdown with number 5, the Ashers and Vanir Wars. This wasn't your average battlefield. It was the cosmos itself. The Ashers and Vanir were 2 powerful groups of gods, each vying for control of the mystical wells of wisdom known as Earth. The Aesir, led by Odin, All-Father and God of Wisdom, were known for their cunning and strategic brilliance. The Vanir, led by Frey and Freya, were nature gods whose powers lay in fertility and magic. Tensions boiled over when the Aesir, driven by Odin's thirst for knowledge, attacked the Vanir. Despite being outnumbered, the Vanir fought valiantly, but it seemed all was lost when Frey was slain. However, in a surprising twist, Odin, moved by the bravery of his fallen foes, called for a truce. This marked the beginning of a new chapter in Norse mythology, one where the gods didn't just fight, they negotiated. A pact was formed, merging the 2 groups and establishing a balance of power across the 9 realms. Odin, honoring his fallen enemies, took Frey's body and, using his potent magic, resurrected him, granting him even greater power. But why does this forgotten battle matter today? The Aesir-Vanir War shows us that even gods who seem invincible can experience loss and change. Odin's decision to make peace and accept his former enemies reflects a depth of character rarely seen in figures of ultimate power. And when he brought Frey back to life with increased powers, it set the stage for a new era of cooperation, demonstrating that even in the face of great adversity, hope and unity can prevail. For number 4, Odin vs. Ymir, the first giant. Before the days of towering skyscrapers and bustling cities, the world was a wilder place. It was a time when giants roamed freely, shaping the landscape with their colossal hands. One such giant was Ymir, whose strength knew no bounds. He was a force of nature, leaving destruction in his wake. Then came Odin, the All-Father, god of wisdom and magic, who was deeply troubled by the havoc Ymir was causing. Determined to restore balance, Odin devised a plan. Using his shape-shifting abilities, he transformed himself into an eagle and swooped down on Ymir, startling the giant. Ymir, taken aback by this sudden challenge, retaliated, and so began an epic battle between god and giant. The earth trembled as they fought, each determined to outdo the other. But Odin, with his godly powers and strategic mind, eventually triumphed, slaying Ymir and ending his reign of terror. But why does this ancient conflict resonate with us today? The battle between Odin and the giant Ymir is more than just a clash of strength. It's a metaphor for the struggle we all face against the chaotic forces that threaten to engulf us. Odin's transformation into an eagle symbolizes his ability to adapt and overcome, reminding us that we too can rise to meet challenges. His victory over Ymir, while decisive, wasn't achieved through brute force, but through strategy and skill, underlining the importance of intelligence and planning in the face of overwhelming odds. Coming up at number 3, Thor vs. Hrungnir, the stone giant. Step into the shoes of Thor, the Norse god of thunder, renowned for his strength and courage. On a fateful day, he heard tales of a fierce giant named Hrungnir, who had stolen a magical cauldron from the dwarves. Thor, known for his love of mead, was intrigued and set out to retrieve it. But little did he know he was walking straight into a trap laid by Loki, the trickster god. Loki, ever the troublemaker, had goaded Thor into a competition against Hrungnir. The challenge: each would hurl their respective weapons at a target, and whoever's weapon returned first would be declared the loser. Thor, trusting in his mighty hammer Mjolnir, agreed. But as the battle commenced, Mjolnir was delayed by the giant's shield, allowing Hrungnir's spear to return first. Thor, despite his initial anger, honored the agreement and prepared to face the consequences. Yet when Hrungnir approached with a menacing grin, ready to deliver the fatal blow, Thor unleashed the full force of his rage. With a mighty swing, Thor shattered the giant's shield, sending Hrungnir's spear flying. And in that moment, the outcome of the contest was decided. But why does this ancient tale matter to us today? Thor's battle with Hrungnir isn't just a story of physical strength. It's a testament to the power of resilience and mental fortitude. Despite being tricked and humiliated, Thor doesn't resort to cheating or anger. He accepts his loss with grace and focuses on rectifying the situation. His iconic hammer Mjolnir represents not just his strength, but his responsibility as a protector of the innocent. The story reminds us that true strength lies in accepting defeat with dignity and using it as fuel to strive for redemption. And now, for our top 2. But first, let's take a moment to thank you for watching and supporting our channel. If you've enjoyed this video, please show your support by liking and subscribing. Your support helps us continue sharing these fascinating tales. Coming in at number 2, Loki vs. Heimdall, Rivals of Fate. Let's delve into the heart of Norse mythology and uncover the intense rivalry between Loki and Heimdall, the guardians of the Bifrost Bridge. Loki, the trickster god, was notorious for his cunning ways, often causing trouble throughout the 9 realms. Heimdall, the watchman of the gods, was tasked with keeping a vigilant eye on Loki and his mischief. Their relationship was a constant game of cat and mouse. Loki, always looking for a way to outsmart Heimdall, and the Watchman, forever ready to thwart the god of mischief's schemes. This narrative of constant confrontation became one of the most defining features of their characters. But why should we care about this ancient feud today? The age-old rivalry between Loki and Heimdall holds a mirror to our own human nature. It reflects the eternal struggle between order and chaos, vigilance and deceit. Heimdall, the epitome of a dutiful guardian, stands as a symbol of commitment and responsibility. His role serves as a reminder that those who guard the realms of the righteous must remain ever vigilant against those who seek to disrupt the balance. Loki, on the other hand, embodies the spirit of rebellion and the allure of the unknown. His character invites us to contemplate the fine line between mischief and malevolence. The story compels us to ask, how do we balance the need for order with the complexities of individual freedom? Finally, we've reached the epic conclusion of our journey. Coming in at number 1, Surtur vs. the gods of Asgard. Let's transport ourselves to the legendary halls of Asgard, home to the Aesir gods. Imagine a grand feast, the likes of which the 9 realms had never seen. Laughter echoed, mead flowed, and the gods reveled in their might. But lurking outside the protective walls of Asgard was Surtur, the fire giant, harboring a deep resentment against the gods. Surtur's hatred stemmed from a previous defeat at the hands of Thor, an insult he vowed to avenge. As the feast drew to a close, Surtur made his move. Leading an army of giants, he ignited a massive funeral pyre and charged into Asgard, intent on burning it to the ground. The gods, caught off guard by the ferocity of the attack, were soon forced to flee, abandoning their homes and their very existence. But why should we care about this ancient conflict today? The battle between Surtur and the gods of Asgard is more than just a tale of good versus evil. It's a profound reflection on the fragility of power and the inevitability of change. The gods, who had basked in their invincibility, were brought low by an enemy they had underestimated. Surtur's vengeance wasn't just a display of raw power, it was a testament to the enduring strength of the human spirit in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. His attack on Asgard serves as a stark reminder that no stronghold is impregnable, no power absolute. In the grand tapestry of Norse mythology, Surtur's victory over the gods of Asgard wasn't just a turning point, it was a prelude to the final curtain call, the legendary Ragnarok. Every battle contributed to the approaching Ragnarok, weaving together the threads of fate. Each conflict left its mark on the destinies of gods and men. As we conclude this journey through 5 forgotten battles that shook the 9 realms, we're left with a profound understanding of the Norse pantheon's rich and complex saga. We've witnessed their strength, their flaws, their victories and defeats. These tales aren't just remnants of a bygone era, they're timeless narratives that resonate with our own human experiences. If you enjoyed this adventure, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more. And if you'd like to delve deeper into the lore, check out the additional resources. Until next time, remember that the sagas of the Norse gods live on, not just in the annals of history, but in the stories we tell and the myths we keep alive. Thank you for joining us.